Now, this is what I learned from coming up with Hispanics and Latinos and to speaking with Hispanics and Latinos on this app. Anyone can use a traditional egg cleanse or limpia de huevo. You can do it on yourself, your family, your dogs, your cats, whatever, for free. However, the method used most frequently is the Latino Hispanic version. So when you charge people to do that, or you put it up on here in order to get views, that is disrespectful as because you are using their method to profit or benefit in some way. Meanwhile, what happens when they're out doing it is they get this. Oh, there's that Mexican over there doing that black magic. Whereas when one of us puts it up, they get, oh, wow, can you teach me how to do that? See what I'm saying? So it is not closed. Now, what I do, which is not a cleansing, is egg reading. I developed that with a curandero. And I explain how to do that for yourself on my YouTube. So that's a whole different ballgame. But I hope this answers any questions regarding to the appropriateness or not of egg cleanses or, limpia con huevo. Now, this is what I learned from coming up with
kind of like how you're posting about it, getting engagement from the subject, which then in turns boost you further into the algorithm, then in turn would make you benefit off of that subject. Right? Before we do the, well, if you guys tell me, not to speak on it, no one is asking you to speak on anything. You chose to make this content based off a comment that you received. You didn't have to respond. Colored people talking about it in general is then benefiting off of it, especially on a social media platform where palm-colored people benefit off things based off another culture, because when y'all talk about that, it's a hot topic for you. And you get boosted further in the algorithm, which in turn boosts your engagement, which in turn puts money into your pocket. If you say, oh, I'm not part of the creator fund, okay, well, it still drives traffic to your site. Lead generation, babes. Let's not act we don't know what marketing 101 is and going down the funnel.
what I learned from coming up with
kind of like how you're posting about it, getting engagement from the subject, which then in turns boost you further into the algorithm, then in turn would make you benefit off of that subject. Right? Before we do the, well, if you guys tell me, not to speak on it, no one is asking you to speak on anything. You chose to make this content based off a comment that you received. You didn't have to respond. Colored people talking about it in general is then benefiting off of it, especially on a social media platform where palm-colored people benefit off things based off another culture.
talking about, reading about, or learning about something that occurs in another culture is not appropriation.
Ooh, I bet you thought you ate, didn't you? Here's what gets me though. Yeah, we can keep whatever the fuck we want. Because when things aren't kept sacred, they get ruined. Like, bitch, that's how Taco Bell had their Mexican pizza. What the fuck is a Mexican pizza? But they ask you because they should, because we're part of the culture. It's literally our culture. Aren't you gatekeepers? Again, yes. I mean, we can gatekeep whatever the fuck we want about our culture. So keep gatekeeping while others learn from a white woman. What are y'all learning though? Like, what are y'all learning? Because baby, I've seen how some of you palm-colored people make your tacos and your enchiladas and your burritos. First of all, most of those aren't even traditional Mexican dishes in the first place. I mean, yeah, you guys can keep learning from her. What are you gonna learn from her? Because maybe here's the thing, she wouldn't know what the fuck she's talking about unless some of the stuff got put into English. You are the kind of person who probably goes to someone's cook and says, oh, I like this traditional ethnic food, and then tries to recreate it and pass it off as your own. Maria is not her niche. Her niche is white woman witchcraft. That's her niche. My people's culture is not her niche. But what y'all can understand is that I'm not fucking scared of her little fucking white people followers. I'm not. Baby, I got the time and the community to deal with y'all. So, let's go. Nadia is not, because here's my issue. I wasn't going to respond to you, but then since we're like 4 comments in now, I figured I'd just go ahead and do it. She's not Hispanic. She's not Mexican. She's not Latin. She clearly states that because she said the ones that she grew up with. Okay, so she is not. The issue I have is the hypocrisy behind her video. She's saying that, you know, people who aren't that shouldn't make videos about it, showing how to do it, which she's right. You know, you shouldn't be doing that. Here's the thing. If you're not of that culture, you shouldn't be speaking in it in general, because what it does is it drives engagement to your page, which then allows people to engage fully with her content, which then pushes her into the algorithm, which is her benefiting off of something that is not of her culture. That's my issue.
Does she seem cool?
I don't know her.
Right.
Like, what?